Yeah, Sub-05. Alright, so got a match for you of Advanced Warfare finally. Um, I guess I'll do a really boring video on my thoughts on the game or whatever. First and foremost, it just kind of feels and looks like what you would expect out of a Call of Duty game, I guess. Uh, there's nothing too crazy with the controls. You don't feel sluggish. You don't, whatever. The frames per second are good. I don't know what they're at actually. I don't really follow up on that. 30, 60. God, I don't know. So, it looks and feels exactly like a Call of Duty game. And I guess that might be weird to say. You'd be like, well, why wouldn't it? And for me in Ghosts, I personally felt really slow and sluggish in that game. And I don't know if people did run a little bit slower than, other Call of Duty games or what. And it also just felt like it because of how the guns like bobbed up and down when you ran with them. I don't know, it just made me feel like I was a really big clunky type of character or something. I don't know. I don't get that feeling in this game except maybe if you use an LMG or whatever, but yeah, so looks and feels great. I know people were complaining about lag in the beginning, and perhaps they're still complaining about lag. I personally have not had any issues with lag. I know that the ping bars were not accurately showing what people were at. Like, if you were a 4 bar, it might just put you at a 1 bar for some reason. It's not because you actually were a 1 bar. It's just some sort of bug or glitch, and it's not accurately showing what you're at. And I guess people got the impression that meant they were lagging. I don't know. I don't know. I have not had any lag issues. Maybe once every so many matches, I might find myself saying, wow, I feel really behind these guys or whatever, or I feel like I'm lagging. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody skip across the map. I haven't really felt like I was lagging. So a connection is fine. So looks-wise and how it feels and connection-wise, for me, it feels good. One of the problems would be sound. I mean, things sound good, but there is one thing that you can't hear in this game in particular, and that would be footsteps, or pretty much any sort of noise that an enemy would make other than them using like their double jump boost pack thingy. You can kind of hear that, although it is still very hard to distinguish where it's actually coming from. But yeah, footsteps are completely silent as far as I can tell. I think once I was able to hear a teammate's footsteps in the snow when it was absolutely dead quiet and there was no gunfire, so that doesn't really count. Yeah, I don't know why footsteps are non-existent. There was also a guy that was on top of a building and he fell down off the building and made no noise. He landed like right on my head and he made absolutely no noise. Probably has to do with the fact that you don't take fall damage in this game, but you should still make a noise if you fall off a building. You should still make noise if you run. So that's easily my biggest gripe in this game, is because you constantly find yourself getting flanked and killed from behind because some idiot is running around, not making any noise. And it kind of punishes people that are actually like somewhat aware at the game, like people that use awareness, like people that not use awareness, but people that are aware of their surroundings aren't like getting rewarded properly. So that's probably my only gripe. I'm new to the game, so I don't know. Kill streaks are kind of boring, but they are a step up from Ghosts. Haven't had much time on the maps to give you a full, detailed explanation on them. But other than sound, I think it's fun. I think the movement is fun with the exo abilities. Haven't had much chance to use those either. I like the double jump. I mean, that's a thing that everybody gets, but I also use the shield. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Very short video. Maybe I'll talk more about it later, but yeah. See ya.